Hi, I'm Alan Walker. This is ChatTalent. I'm here today at SOSUUK UK in London, and I'm really pleased to have with me Tim Sackett. Tim, how are you?
I'm great. It's like probably 7 in the morning my time. I've been flying all night, and I mean, then we come here and it's like it might be the most beautiful week in London in the year, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you've timed it well. You're looking pretty passable, mate.
Well, you know, a lot of caffeine, cocaine, whatever.
Yeah, the whole lot. Good. Yeah, I went for amphetamines as well, just to keep me propped up. So, why are you here?
So here for SOSUUK UK, speaking tomorrow, opening keynote, talking about the DNA of what it makes to be a great sourcer.
Okay, yeah.
And so pretty excited about that. I haven't spoken in front of a UK audience yet.
Oh, they're horrible.
And so I don't know how those jokes will translate, so we'll see.
They're a good bunch. They've normally got a good sense of humour. So
yeah,
I think
for
okay.
Sure.
You said to me you might do some Trump jokes. I think that'll go down well.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm assuming everyone hates Trump across the world. So those are always, that should be safe.
The universal humour point, I think that works well. So have you seen any sessions yourself yet?
I did. I saw Angie Veros. She's a sorcerer out of the States that she was here. The only other
Chicago.
American out of Chicago. Yeah. So saw her speak. Saw Guillermo. It's William in French. That's all. So I'm probably butchering the name. He was brilliant. In fact, he kept talking about all the stuff that I wrote in my book, which I was like, did he read my book or did I steal everything from him? I'm not sure, but I think like we could be brothers from another mother. Yeah.
It may be better to look at it as great minds think alike. And perhaps that's the way to look at it.
No, so just a lot of really brilliant stuff. And I don't consider myself like a sourcing nerd, like in the weed kind of sorcerer. I mean, I love all of it. I love the tech. I love the everything that goes behind it. But I think what I find, and because I spoke like all over, right? So it doesn't matter if it's U.S. or U.K. or Australia or wherever. Everyone's really, I think, in the same, almost the same spot in terms of the people that show up to these kinds of conferences. We all love what we do. Yeah. And so when you get that, there's not that big a difference. Like we're all struggling with the same stuff.
Exactly.
And so I think that's pretty awesome.
And the techniques of finding them, whether you're in the States, you're in Australia, you're in the UK, you're in India, it's very, very similar. There's lots of transferable stuff.
We all hate LinkedIn. We all we're all struggling with. I mean, we're all struggling with the same thing for the most part. I mean, in the U.S. right now, it's crazy because like the unemployment is so low. There's more jobs than people, and so you don't find that necessarily everywhere else I go. And so they kind of look at you weird, like like that's not they don't have as much issue with all that, but again, it's the passion that people show for the profession. I think is awesome.
Exactly. So you're here tomorrow as well. You're keynoting.
Yeah.
Are there any other sessions you want to see tomorrow?
I'm not even awake enough to know who's speaking tomorrow. But no, I'll be
all night to study and research that.
I know, yeah, for sure. And then I got to probably do my deck for tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. I had to turn that in. But no, I want to see everybody because you never know who's going to come and they just have something brilliant that nobody else is doing, and they don't even think it's brilliant. They're just like, oh my gosh, I got this thing I'm using and it's working, it's awesome, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, that's the greatest thing ever.
This changed my life.
Yeah. And every time you come to like a sourcing summit, like that's what you find. And I think you walk away with like so many things you can take back right away, and that's the coolest part.
We were saying that earlier. Some events you go to, it's all very strategic and visionary,
very
high level.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing that role, you go away thinking, I'm inspired maybe, but that's kind of about it. But actually today it's practical stuff, isn't it? You can go away and tomorrow your job can change and improve.
I know.
So I think
I'm glad they get a lot of that because my session won't have any of that. It'll be very high level, aspirational.
I'll try and give people a nudge if it's still asleep or anything, don't worry. So
we're back.
I think we keep it in for humour.
We knew that was going to happen.
We'll edit it.
You said it didn't happen, and then it did happen.
Exactly.
Yeah. I thought we should have just went over there and did it right from there, leaning over.
I'm keeping it. I'm not editing that. I think it's great. So, very quickly, we talked briefly about the book. You mentioned you might have been inspired, or somebody might have inspired you, and that's going to go. Where does this wind come from? Tell you what.
7.
Take 27. I'm not going to start from the beginning. So, Tim, you spoke earlier briefly about the book. That came out a couple of months back, or is it even more recent than that?
Like in April. So SHRM, the Society of Human Resource Management, was the publisher. It's called The Talent Fix.
Okay.
And it's the whole book was written because I constantly I get these questions from like head of HR, head of talent, and they're like, oh my gosh, like we're broken, we can't find anybody, and like that could turn into like filling my entire day of just basically giving away free advice, or doing consulting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was really more of like, if I came into your talent shop right now, like what would I do? I mean, literally from day one all the way through, like how would I set it up? What kind of people would I look for to be recruiters on my team? Like what kind of tech stack would I use? Like all across. And so that's the book, and it's going really well. I mean, people read it and then they share it with like everybody on their team, which
nice.
So that tells me
it's Custard sales.
Well, yeah, I love that. Yeah. So, but it tells me that like it's connecting, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And people say it's really readable. Like if you read my blog, timsackett.com, it's the same kind of vibe, right?
Absolutely.
So I didn't like change my style, which I love that they allowed me to do that. So they just said, hey, you write what you want to write, and we'll put it into a book form and throw it out there.
And if they didn't, it wouldn't be you. And to be fair, people read you because of the way you write.
Yeah.
And you see so many of these books that are very dry. They could still be useful.
Yeah.
But you've got to actually get through to the end
you're
without
like in
falling
30
asleep.
pages and you're like, I don't know if I can finish this.
But if it's, if it's interesting, it's maybe got a bit of humour in there as well. It's also very practical. Then
I think probably in the first like 5 pages, I probably tell like the story on how my mom like fired me, right? So like instantly you're like hooked, like, oh, why did he fire you? Like, and then
and I'm listening to this guy who got fired by his own mother.
And then the entire foreword was written by Chris Dunn, where he literally just destroys me in like 8 pages. Like, so I'm like, oh, it can't be better.
Exactly. Yeah. Awesome. Now listen, I know you want to get on and see some more
sessions.
Good
Thanks
to see you, man.
Yep.
Really good.
All right.
Thank you for that. Cool. I'll find a way of making that work.